Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. I am the old school game snob, and in today's video we are taking a look at the up and coming patch 2.4, which is coming soon. How soon? I don't know. After the year, I think, sometime early 2022, I believe. But this is an exciting patch. Let's take a look at what's coming into being. Number one, of course, we have ladder play, basically. Of course, the 4 standard modes: hardcore expansion, standard expansion, hardcore, softcore ladder, the usual ladder stuff going on here. The duration of the ladder season, I believe, to be 4 months in duration. Each ladder is 4 months. But the really exciting thing here is the new rune words, the new ladder-only rune words, which work very much in the same way as rune words used to work in ladder. You can get these rune words during ladder, and after the ladder season, characters are reverted back to non-ladder characters, and any ladder rune words that you are successful enough to acquire during the ladder season will be accessible by any non-ladder characters at that point. But in order to get those ladder-only rune words, which have not yet been announced, we don't know what they will be yet. Currently, we do not have any specific new rune words to showcase, but they will be leaving some updates on these soon, I suppose, as they develop them. But yeah, these new rune words are going to be kind of interesting to see. I'm very curious what they're going to be. New rune words and developer updates are going to be hosted by content creator Mr. Llama SC. What's up, YouTube? You'll be able to check out his channel and kind of keep up to date with what's going on with the YouTuber, not the YouTuber developer blog, that developer YouTube developer blog, something like that. That's what we're going to do. Anyway, here's some interesting stuff going on here. We've got some class balance changes. Oh, unless you want to jump right to the Sorceress? No, we won't jump right to the Sorceress. We'll take our time. We'll go through these class changes and talk about this a little bit. You know what? I'm just going to read this to you, because the best way to read is with your ears when somebody else reads to you. The Amazon's agility and versatility are profound. Generally, we like the current state of the Amazon and believe her to be quite balanced. I also like the Amazon and believe her to be pretty powerful, pretty good character. Nevertheless, we see an opportunity to improve the Amazon's melee skills. That is true. That is a bit lacking. We do want to buff the strengths of certain underused melee skills such as Impale and Fend to give more reasons to use them. We are also looking into freeing up synergy requirements for melee skills to give more skill point freedom in for other possibilities, which is very interesting to have sort of the option of having a melee hybrid Amazon character. Could be kind of cool. We're also considering buffing certain skills in the bow and crossbow tree to help improve bow gameplay in higher difficulties. Okay, cool. No argument there. I have a nice little Boazon character myself, and I'm happy to get buffs. All right, the assassin vanquishes evil from darkness with a great ease. However, for this class, we see an opportunity for the martial arts build to shine brighter. Martial arts skills can become increasingly challenging to perform in higher difficulties, and we are re-evaluating how to improve generating and spending combo points. Furthermore, various trap skills are not often used, so we are re-evaluating synergy requirements to promote more trap builds and damage scaling buffs. Next up, we have the Barbarian. The brawn of the Barbarian is unmatched. Nonetheless, we see opportunities to add more diversity to his combat skills, and we are looking into adding more possibilities with combat skills such as leap attack and grim ward, while we are also reevaluating skill synergies requirements to promote more reasons to spend points on certain combat skills. Additionally, we think throwing barbarians can be more viable, and we are looking into enhancing the double throw and mastery skills. Next up, we have the Druid. The bestial ferocity of the Druid makes all tremble, and with that said, we are seeing exciting opportunities to level up certain aspects of this class. From our perspective, Druid fire skills are underperforming, and we are re-evaluating casting delays for fire skills, exploring improvements to some of their physical damage components and improving synergies. We're also looking at potential tweaks affecting other elements that are underused. We want to improve the controls for Arctic Blast as well, such as allowing allowing more free form whilst channeling and no longer locking your target onto one enemy at a time. That's interesting. Regarding summoning skills, we believe summons are weak in high difficulty, and on this front we are evaluating health gains per level, quality of life improvements, damage output, and new synergies for ravens, wolves, and vines. Lastly, we are evaluating improvements to the werebear skills, primarily focused on synergy improvements. Alright, a lot of interesting stuff by the sounds of it in regards to the Druid. Alright, next up we have the Necromancer. The commander of death sends his foes to an early grave like the Amazon. We like the current state of the Necromancer class. Nevertheless, we see an opportunity to improve specific summons we believe are underused. We're balancing elemental damage of skeletal mages and making lesser used golems more effective, which is cool. Or at least it has potential to be cool. Additionally, we see opportunities for bone skill improvements in high difficulty, and we're tweaking synergies on this front. Alright, for the Paladin, the Wrath of the Holy Zealot is glorious. Despite this, we believe certain combat skills are underused. And I really like what they're kind of trying to focus on here in terms of skill rebalancing overall. I'm just going to interject. There are definitely a lot of skills that are almost pointless. There's, some one-point wonders, which can be kind of cool, but there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't get used. And why not bring it updated a bit and make it more a part of the game, not just a part that doesn't get used, but, an actual part of the game. I think that's cool. I think that's a good thing to attempt. Hopefully it comes off well. I have a feeling it will. I know I have a lot of faith and confidence in the team that's put the D2R together. And yeah, hopefully all will go well. The Wrath and Holies of we believe combat skills are underused. We're exploring ways to make lesser used skills such as Fist of the Heavens more utilized, so players have more reason to spend skill points to unlock these skills. We are also seeing an opportunity to scale offensive aura skills as well, and this includes making improvements to the AoE damage auras and make them more effective at closer range. We want to improve Thorns so that it can scale better and deal more reliable damage at higher level. That would be kind of interesting to see Thorns actually viable in some regard. Sorceress. Here we go, Sorceress. My favorite. There's no greater master of the elemental magic than these mages. We're very satisfied with the Sorceress's current state, but we see a few opportunities for improvement. Regarding cold skills, we believe there can be more diversity with the armor skills, such as frozen armor, shiver armor, and chilling armor for distinct advantages. I definitely agree that there's not much reason to use one or the other than shiver armor gives you a better defense than frozen armor. The chilling armor counterattack is kind of redundant and useless. Everything's already frozen anyways, because if you're a cold sorceress, you're attacking with cold and everything's always frozen. So, yeah. We're also looking into adding more build possibilities around the lesser used lightning skills by exploring more skill synergies. And I'm not sure what they mean in that regard. Which lesser used lightning skills could they be referring to? Because I know Nova can be very powerful. A charge bolt can be very good. Chain lightning can be very good. What am I missing? Thunderstorm. Maybe Thunderstorm. That's probably what they're talking about. Lastly, we are revisiting fire skills to improve underused ones like Hydra. And similar to Arctic Blast, we're exploring making player control improvements to the Inferno skill. That would be cool to see Inferno become viable, because that, in theory, is a pretty fun spell, but not really possible because its mechanics are so slow. You stand still, you get locked in place, you shoot your underpowered Inferno, and die, basically. Let everything catch up to you, hit you. And no, it's not good. Anyway, mercenary changes and new rune words. And we're not done. Alright, so class balance changes are not the only updates players want to see. We've seen a lot of feedback from the community around the subject of mercenaries, which is also very cool. This is, if they're actually buffing non-Act 2 mercenaries, that would be pretty interesting. And we're making improvements to mercenaries in a variety of ways. Players enjoy using the desert mercenary, and we want to give more reasons to use the other 3 mercenaries, and we're looking into improving their skills and stats to enhance their identity and fantasy. Cool. That's cool. That would be really cool to see some of the other mercenaries become viable, right? Like having more ways to play the game just makes it a lot more interesting, right? Because, you know, when you're playing basically the same game over and over and over again, to keep it interesting, you have to play it in different ways. And so adding diversity of class skills that are viable, or, you know, mercenaries that you can roll with, just creating new interesting ways to play through is what keeps the game feeling more fresh, feeling more interesting, giving you another reason to run through it yet again. New Haradric cube recipes, set item changes, and new rune words are on the horizon. Are you serious? Wow. Okay, so new Haradric cube recipes being implemented will allow for upgrading the item quality of set items. Oh, that's significant. To give more item build possibilities. And I'm just reading this for the first time through with you guys here. Set item changes will update underperforming set items and have more bonuses, giving players more incentive to pursue partial and full set items that can complement the skill changes alluded above. Lastly, new rune words will be added to complement the skill and mercenary changes coming in the update. That's very interesting, to bring more viability to set items. Cool, and here of course we have Mr. Llama SSC as the face of Diablo. There we go, handsome guy, good looking fella, big hit with the ladies. I'm sure. This blog is just scratching the surface of upcoming changes and features coming around 2.4 in PTR coming early next year. To learn more, we invite you to join community content creator Mr. Llama SC, Diablo 2 Resurrected design lead Robert, I'm sorry if I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Gallerani, I'm sorry if I got that wrong, and senior game producer Matthew. Why do you guys have difficult we're just going to call you Matt. Senior game producer Matt. Sorry, I'm not going to try that one. In their upcoming live streams, this broadcast will be both a presentation and an opportunity for members of the community to ask questions and about, I suppose, what's going on in terms of development. So that is about as exciting of an update as I think I have read for Diablo ever. Because I didn't used to read Diablo updates, 10 years ago, or if I did, I don't remember about them. It's been too long. So that's awesome. In my opinion, that's cool. That's great. Bring about, fill in the parts of the game that weren't quite doing much or doing that much. You don't, in my opinion, you hopefully don't break the game as you do that, but you probably don't if you're going to do it carefully and kind of cautiously. And there's always balance patches in case things go horribly awry, right? So yeah, cool. I'm a big fan of seeing some new changes to the way we can play Diablo, some new skills to test out, maybe on Sorceress, not new skills entirely, but reworks on skills, making builds more viable. As everybody knows who watches this channel, I'm in love with Sorceress, and so and I feel like I've tested every possible variation of Sorceress that I possibly can. So yeah, it would be cool to try out some new stuff. Anyway, hey, that's our video 2.4 update coming soon. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.